Nathan and welcome back to my channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed part 1. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link in the description for you to go and check that out. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. We have a few more parts to this yet, and there'll be more in the future because I'll be getting a lot more tattoos. So make sure you stick around for that. But enough talking, let's get on with the left sleeve. So like last time, I'll put pictures here so that you guys can see the tattoos up close while I talk about them, but let's get into it. So we're going to start with the Eye of Horus, which is on my wrist. This was my first ever colour tattoo, and it just felt right to get this one in colour. Now the Eye of Horus is a symbol of protection, and I felt like at the time that I very much needed it, and I feel like we all need protection, so it was a good tattoo choice. Then we move up to the Mandala. Now the Mandala tattoo to me is a sign of peace, completion and the universe. With all its twists and turns, there's so many things and so many elements to the universe. That is what this tattoo represents to me. If you look just underneath the mandala, you can see a snowflake. Now the snowflake is a sign of uniqueness because no two snowflakes are the same, so I got this to represent uniqueness. Then we flip my arm over and we go to the Ganesh tattoo. The Ganesh as a god has always stood out for me. Even when I was younger, it's just always been that vision that I've had that I knew I wanted to have this tattooed or something about the Ganesh in my life. He is the remover of obstacles and the lord of good fortune. The remover of obstacles has always been something I have been drawn towards because sometimes we need the obstacles removed in order for us to achieve our dreams. I love it so much. I get so many compliments about this tattoo. Then we go up my arm to the Buddha. Now this has been another symbol that has always been so close to my heart. I've always loved everything that surrounds the Buddha. I also get a lot of compliments on this one. I absolutely adore this tattoo. The facial features, everything is just perfect. It's better than what I could have imagined. I gave the idea and she went wild with it, and I absolutely adore it. I look at the Buddha as the path to enlightenment, the path to a better place. That feeling of freedom, the feeling of calmness always comes out through this tattoo. I look at it and I just smile because I love it so much, and it rising from the lotus flower like a rebirth. Just everything about it is incredible. I adore this. Then we flip over to the lightning bolt, which is something I had done way before I thought about having a sleeve. So the lightning bolt to me is a sign of strength and power. The stars around the outside of the lightning bolt are a symbol of myself and a symbol of the people that are closest to me. The Pisces sign is thrown in there because my birthday is on the 9th of March. And we also put in there some musical notes, as music to me is the foundation of my life. Without music it would be very boring. I love music, I live and breathe music. Felt like this needed to be incorporated in my artwork somewhere. And if you look closely you will see a smiley face tattoo, and this was just a very subtle reminder to keep smiling no matter what. And you guys know me, I'm always smiling. You will see throughout this sleeve tattoo that I have the flower of life flowing through it. I love the idea of the flower of life. They grow, they adapt, they change, just like we should in life. Then we move down to the cover-up that's on my wrist. I had breathe written in white ink on there, but I got that covered up because it served its purpose. I was going through a really tough time and I needed reminding to just take a step back. I had a white tattoo that was purely for me. It looked more like a branding. I loved it at the time, but when I decided to get a sleeve, I thought, you know what, I don't want that to be like a blank space. I want to get that covered up. So I had some of the artwork around the Eye of Horus expanded, and it just incorporates nicely, and I have like that sleeve cut effect there now. So there we go, there is part 2 of my tattoos and their meanings. So you've seen my right side, you've seen my left side. I think it's time to move on to chest, shoulders and ribs. I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you haven't seen the other videos, make sure you check the description out as I'll put all the links in there. Let's get a little bit more personal. If you guys are enjoying it, please make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. Make sure you give me a massive thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you have any tattoos or you're thinking of getting any tattoos. I'd love to hear about them, so make sure you write that down there. I will respond to every single comment that you have my word on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Are you watching? I hope so. I really do love this Buddha tattoo. It's probably one of my favourites, to be honest. Just the facial features, I absolutely adore it so much.